is Kevin Duff. I'm the Director of Policy and Research at Ohio EXCELS. Ohio EXCELS is a relatively new organization created by business leaders in Ohio to more consistently and deeply engage the business community in education issues, spanning from early childhood, K-12, higher ed, and workforce. Ohio EXCELS believes that assessment is foundational and extremely important to making sure that every kid in Ohio at least gets the education that they deserve. And we are going to continue to advocate that assessments be administered in math and English and in the appropriate grade levels, that information is then used appropriately to make decisions related to interventions and public reporting. So for the MAA Accelerator, we have used the funds to help understand what parents value when it comes to reporting student performance and school performance. Fortunately, at the state level in Ohio, we don't have a very strong presence of parent organizations and parent voice. And we see parents as the primary audience for our state report cards, and also one of the main reasons that we do state assessments. So the poll that we conducted included a lot of questions on a range of issues. So we did focus on issues related to the MAA project, but we did add a few other ones that were especially relevant given the COVID-19 pandemic. We have been using the results from that to not only guide our policy stances and how we've been working with other groups and coalitions to come up with solutions. But one of the most interesting findings that we found after asking parents that, how do you think that the pandemic has affected the academic progress of your child? And we were really surprised to see how many parents actually said that it had a positive influence. And so right now we're working to figure out, well, why do they say that? What about the pandemic actually made at least their perception of academic progress improve? And how can we take that and change our system in the future to improve it for all kids? We also asked things about what they're prioritizing when it comes to assessments. They do want assessment this year. They do want public reporting. And we also asked about what supports they think they will need. We found 3 out of 4 parents said that they think their kids are going to need some sort of support, whether it's academic, social, emotional, mental health, some sort of support over the next year to account for the disruptions caused by COVID-19. We asked parents, do you think your child, and we asked parents of kids in high school and middle school, do you think that your child will need an extra year of learning after senior year, before they go into college or the workforce, to continue learning? And I was expecting 10, 15%, 20% might say yes. Nearly half parents said yes. My child might need an extra year in order to be ready to graduate. And so that's been something that's really caught a lot of our policymakers and advocates here by surprise. And we think that's going to be just one part of the conversations about how do we catch kids up? How do we close the gaps that have emerged? See Common Ground has made a strong effort to make really rich opportunities for the organizations to work together, to learn from one another. And I would say that has improved. So having been part of both phases of the Action Accelerator, it's been great to see that some of the great things from the first one have stayed, and then there were some improvements as well. They also brought in some great experts that knew exactly who were experts in the things that we are trying to address, and so we found those sessions very helpful as well. See Common Ground has been very great about making sure that the project isn't too prescriptive and there is a flexibility for us to really address the community and in our case, state-specific conditions that we need to address. We didn't get a grant proposal or a request for proposal that said, here are the 5 things that you have to do. It's let's advance, let's improve the environment for measurement, assessment, and accountability. What do you need? With the learning communities, it was a great opportunity to talk to other organizations that are facing the same challenges, same opportunities, but also doing some of the same activities. And so I'm thinking of Tennessee in particular, where they were doing pretty similar polls, and in some cases asking almost the same question. Moving forward, I think sticking with that model is probably the right way to go. Sticking with a model that keeps that flexibility, knowing that the conditions on the ground are different for every organization, and having it be a goal that we help fill in the gap to on how we get there, I think is a really good approach.